Pleasure to have you, Vivek, with us. So you are a celebrated artist, and you've
That I
done
don't know whether I'm a celebrated artist or not.
highly acclaimed, of course, yes. So talk to us about your journey, how you evolved as an artist.
Yes. So the very first thing I would like to thank my dad, who saw that inclination of art in me. I wanted to run away from the studies because my other siblings were very good in their studies. So I was definitely sure that, Dad, I am not a person who will do MBA or anything else, because I don't like to study beyond 10. He was a bit worried parent, and he somehow, being a father, he's an architect, he's from School of Art, JJ, and then he noticed that I have an inclination of art in me. He said, okay, you don't want to study, I will show you something that you like. I said, what? He said, come sit on the bike and I'll take you. And he took me on a bike ride to this JJ School of Art. And when I went there, I was like mesmerized. I said, Dad, I want to come here. And I could feel that how happy he was, because he knew that I am very stubborn by nature. Something that you will force me, I will never do it.
Sure.
Something when you not force me, and he could see the reaction, he was very happy, because now he knew that now I don't have to say anything. He will try again and again and again, but he will want to go to JJ, then he will. And I tried 3 times. Every time I cleared entrance interview, I used to get fail. But 4th time I got in.
Wow.
So I thank my dad that he showed me my way, and that's where my journey of School of Art started.
So you found your world in the
Exactly.
paintings. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you have always championed women's voices. So what is the core focus of Sacred Gestures here?
Yeah. So it's like, I would like to give credit to my professors, first of all, because if your foundation is weak, you cannot reach anywhere.
Sure.
Today, whatever you see in my solo, whether here or that I've shown in Europe or in America, I always say, give respect to my teachers, and who has given me such an amazing foundation, that how you have to think out of the box. Don't think like a normal person. If you are going to think like a normal person, then you will become like a crowd. But if you want to stand out in 1,000 of a crowd, then you have to be different from them. And how it will be, what will be your language? So they used to tell me, if I give you one composition, you do it. But find out 4 more interesting composition within that composition that you did.
Amazing.
The first. And that is what you follow with this subject matter that I have done full figure, and then I have broken the same lady into 4 different compositions. So anybody who would like to have a constraint of budget, constraint of their wall space, they will choose what they like, because they like the big work, but they don't have the wall space. Then they'll look, okay, I have a small work also, but it has got a different language.
Right.
So thanks to, because that's how they guided you, that you think out of the box. Until then, you may get inspired by masters. There will always be a strong influence of Hussain Saab, Gaitonde for that matter, who's an abstractionist.
Right.
So these influences will be part of your life. But how will you create your identity is the most important. And that what my professor taught, that if you think out of the box and you go deeper into the subject, whatever you want to paint, you will reach your destination.
Absolutely. So what's your USP, and what is the kind of techniques you use?
I use, first I do the study, that is on watercolor, gouache, on paper, and then I decide to do the bigger work, whether I want to do it or not. So I go through like old school method of doing studies first and then do the painting, because the study tells you where you are heading to and what will be your end of your destination. So that is the very thing that I follow, and I think you can see in that work, my work, that what is happening.
Absolutely. So what is this portrait? This particular one, yes.
This particular one, I have actually, I was on a residency in a museum, Kunst Museum Chemnitz.
Sure.
And the museum director saw my work in Dusseldorf, Gallery Beckenegling, who gave me a solo show in 2010. And I wonder how did they found me, and they said, we were looking for indianart.com and we found you there because you are the best work called Agony and Ecstasy on woman again. So they were a second class compartment of a woman that I've shown. It's a beautiful black and white work which touched them, not only them but also the gallery from Switzerland. So they came looking for me to see the consistency of my work, whether I'm a serious artist or I'm just by chance I have done this work. And I was shocked when I got a call. They were in Bombay and we are here from Dusseldorf. Geographically, I didn't even knew where is Düsseldorf.
Absolutely.
Until I asked them, Düsseldorf, where is Düsseldorf? First time I was hearing
Wow.
that. So that is in Germany, and I said, we would like to visit your studio. I said, please come. And then they took me and offered me a solo in 2010. And then the museum director came in, and she gave me a residency for 2 months on the 100-year celebration of Kunstmuseum.
Awesome.
And on my way, when I used to take a lunch break, there was a woman walking in front of me with a big silhouette. I was wondering, I said, how do women can with those blocks inside? They don't have a fall.
Right.
So I admire her that today's woman has become so powerful that the men look this small. So the first painting came out in this series was that. And Salman Rushdie was going through Art Basel and then Scope Basel, and I was showing my work with a gallery from Zurich, Fabian Claude Walter. And he called his publishers, I am writing a novel called Earth Beneath the Feet, and I want this work to come on the cover
page. Wow.
So this is my second edition of the same work. But because the situation was Germany, so it started there, and now I'm in India. So how do I perceive women, in my life? I've been a great, I admire my mother, and I admire my ex who's been in my life for 14 years.
Sure.
These two women has changed me so much to be a better person that today I am sitting in front of you and giving an interview. Also, I give credit to this two women who made me this capable that I can sit and answer. So I'm giving respect to women that I admire you so much that I don't mind to be small, and I tell the world that if you respect them, you can reach the heights. But if you don't, then you know what
you
to
better. Do. Yes, that's beautiful. Yes. So, what was your inspiration behind the Sadhu series?
Yeah.
Mythology or your spiritual at heart?
It was a very natural, I was visiting Van Gogh Museum in 2012, and I went there, and then when I came back, it stuck into my head, and I said, oh my God, this small works can be so detailed of Van Gogh. I mean, what mesmerizing. He has done his self-portrait, and I could not move. Every museum that I visited in Europe was always, I'll find Van Gogh. So it was like a calling, Vivek, next your subject is portrait. 2012, when I came back, I said, I want to do now a series of portrait. Now, what do I paint? What face do I get?
Sure.
And then Mahakumbh came.
Yes.
When Mahakumbh came, they took my attention, and I said, oh my, I was looking for faces, and they are the most authentic, rustic faces which I can paint and probably create a language of mine with pointillism and the way I've rendered the beard, where people feel that, was it woolen? You were given a feel of a woolen. I realized one thing by visiting these museums was you have to give time if you want to reach those museums. You won't, every artist dream of that someday your work has to be shown in a museum. Luckily, I got a call from the Bochum Museum where all the top names of Indian art were there, and I was been selected by, they visited a Munich show in Munich, and my gallery from Düsseldorf was showing my strong work there. So they approached me, Vivek, we would like you to take you this because you worked on series on spirituality.
Sure.
And our title of the show is Sparsha. So can you believe in Germany, So
imagine.
Yeah. So how do they, you don't even know what you have done, where will it head, who will notice it? That's why always my dad said, be focused. There will be a lot of distraction around you. People will try to distract you by talking bad about you.
Sure.
Never answer back. When people talk bad about you, remember you're doing something good.
Life
Keep
lesson,
going.
yes.
Keep going. And that's what so portraiture started from Mahakumbh. And then I realized that my mother is from Prayagraj. I have seen Kumbh from my childhood. Now, how do you get connected to your roots? This is a journey that's
it's all divine intervention.
So divine. Yes. My Nana used to take me to Ganga Ghat. We used to spend 2 months with him, Garmiyon ki chuttiyan after school. And I said, oh my God. And then I got connected to that. And many of my friends, they said, Vivek, what subject have you taken? Do you know what Aghoris are? I said, you talk about them. Before that, you're talking about those people who have given up those materialistic life to reach some enlightenment. Can you do the same? So don't comment.
Yes.
I am taking them as a subject because it's a call. It's not that I want to show something.
So inner calling and it drives you. Yes.
And when it's an inner calling, there was no thought that who will buy. I don't care whether people buy or not. I'm doing it to make myself happy.
Yes.
And if somebody else connects with it, I'll be happy, who will get the same vibration that I have put into it.
Absolutely. And Shobhaa Dey, Vidya Balan and all of those are big fans of your
They are my
work.
admirers. Shobhaa Dey is my godmother. Yesterday I told her, ma'am, I don't know why, but every time I approach you, I will send a message, ma'am, I want to speak to you for 5 minutes. She is free, she will immediately respond. And if she is not free, even if she is in important meetings or travel, she'll say, Vivek, I'll be busy till this time to this, but I will get you back. She'll call me back.
How sweet.
Because she knows that, she feels that genuine. But I said, some karmic connection I have it, maybe past karma, whatever. But I feel very, secure, because I know that I can express myself, whether it is about my life, whether about my work. I can discuss anything with you. You're like my godmother, and you give me, you show me the right way. Okay, Vivek, you're going right or wrong. And that's what you need from an elder person, that who give you the direction. So I think I've been blessed by these people to be part of my life.
Excellent. What's your vision going forward, and how do you think AI is going to change the art world?
I think AI, or for that matter, all the gadgets that are coming, and there'll be more which will be coming. Today's generation will definitely, I would say that before they are born, they know how to use it. I mean, I'm still fighting. I tell someone, can you please upload my Insta, because I don't know how to do all those. But one thing that I realized visiting these museums, that whatever, like AI, many other things may come in, but the touch of brush over the canvas will always remain forever.
Yes. That's your own magic.
That's the only magic which will create. AI, if you put that, okay, we want a sadhu to be like Viveek Sharma, he will give you something replica, but he cannot get the color palette that I have applied on my canvas with my brush.
That's your intelligence, your emotion.
And that will be always yours. AI is AI. So if they don't have that emotion, they cannot give you that emotion that you have put into it, the time. But yes, so I think I want to give a message to the younger generation. It is good to learn everything. But if you lose the touch of a pencil over the paper, or the touch of a canvas on a brush, there's the feeling will never come. You may be how smart with all the gadgets, but it will reach you nowhere. Probably